What's up guys, this is Void of Just Gaming, your channel for the freshest arena of Valor content, and today I've got one of my favorite heroes and I play him in the support role. We are talking about Arduin, the tank, armor, spirit, whatever he really is. As you know, I play him mostly on the solo lane. I think that's the only position I play him regularly, but I wanted to try the support role as I see that most of the recommended builds feature him in this role, so I wanted to give him a go and I tried him in a ranked match. So be prepared for today's video as it's going to be quite interesting. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, a subscription is of course a really good thing to do, because then you will be informed about all the upcoming news and all the upcoming videos. And if you like the video, a thumbs up is appreciated as well. So let's check out the build and let's check out some gameplay. Alright, so as usual we are going to start off with the items, and if you guys are familiar with the regular Arduin builds, a tank build such as this won't surprise you. We have taken the Earth Gem as the tank support item because Arduin is basically and mainly focusing on getting as much health points as possible, because it synergizes quite well with his second ability where you get a shield according to the health pool that you have. Therefore, Mother Earth is the stuff to go for. You can go with either the shield, you can use the vision speed up. It's mainly depending on what you are facing in terms of the opponents. Then we've got the Gilded Greaves for the crowd control resistance. We have Gaia Standard for the health regeneration. I'm always taking the Aegis because it's one of the best support items, featuring a lot of stuff. We've got Mail of Pain to reflect some of the incoming damage. And last but not least, we have Shield of the Lost to just slow down the attack speed of incoming damages as well. So that is the item stuff. Arcana wise, I'm going with my so-called AD tank build. Basically, the main source that you get from the Arcana is, as you can see, the HP, nearly 800, and that comes from always level 3 Arcana. I'm going with Indomitable to get some armor and some attack speed, which is actually quite nice if you are stacking up your shield and you do get some true damage. Then we've got with Benevolence 10 times for some movement speed, some health regeneration, and some max HP. And to support your heroes with some damage, I'm going with the Skewer, but you can go with anything that you like in this setup. For example, HP here as well, to boost your HP pool even further. And enchantment wise, it's basically utility. We've got the River Treader. Of course, I'm taking Regrowth here. It's one of the main things that you want to have because it's improving the shield effects that you get from your S2. And then I'm going with Explosive Shield just to have another shield, because 2 shields are always better than 1. And with Devourer and the Bone Cutter, we are building some regeneration as well as additional resistance to just decrease the crowd control length. That's it, so let's check it out. Today's game. I am on a lane with one of the strongest AD carries in the game right now, Hayate. We've got the improved Butterfly. We've got Tara, who is basically one of the weaker heroes in the top lane, at least according to some of the tier lists from your favorite YouTubers, such as Doiser. And we've got Azenka in the middle lane against Vera. So we've got a really strong crowd control against a really strong single target damage mage at this point. And on the opposing team should be, I think we've got Grug as a support hero. Yeah, there he is. Missing his first hook, which is really nice. And we've got Arthur fighting against Tara. That's it. As you can see, I went with Execute here to just increase our damage a little bit. And I've taken that from one of the games that I've been playing with a Toro. If you want to check it out, that should be here on the channel as well. And I just wanted to see if I can make good use of this by supporting my team with some extra damage over the healing stuff that you get from the heal talent. And my conclusion will be that it is quite situational, but you can actually benefit from it if you just check out the right moment. Like, you have to have the very right moment, because otherwise it's going to be useless if the enemy heroes do have the time and the possibility to go back and do get some health here. But in this case, in the first scene, it was really good. And you can see that the combination of Arduin being both shielded on the one hand and from the crowd control effects that you get by just hammering your axe or hammer or whatever it is to the ground, you can make good use of this and boost your team damage even further, because of course a knocked up Telenas isn't something that she wants to have if she's going against Hayate, and that should be already the third kill for Hayate at this point. I'm going with the Halo buff to increase the stuff that my AD carry can inflict next to me, and unfortunately I missed my ultimate here, because otherwise that would have been a dead butterfly. There's nothing that I can do to help my Hayate here. Unfortunately, the hook from Grab did not miss and pulled Hayate towards the tower range, so I need to play a little bit more careful right now. As you can see, we don't have any minions anymore, so yeah, I wanted to write something, but then I just realized that I would put myself in a really dangerous situation, so I just stopped it immediately. I just wanted to write "my bad, I couldn't help you" or something like that, so I forgot about that and rather took the game again into my hands. So we've got Butterfly on our side as well. She's waiting for an initial call to engage the enemy, and of course we need to be a little bit careful right now, because I don't know, that was a misclick. Sorry guys, that was such a misclick. It wasn't on purpose, and as you can see right now, Graf is getting us in his ult. There was the execute. That's what I mentioned before. If you have a good eye for the right moment, you can make good use of this, and in this case it actually helped us to secure the kill. And even better, I did not get the kill, but Butterfly did, so a thumbs up to myself for that. Yeah, 2 cents about the support role so far. You should, as well as if you're playing Arduin on the top lane, always go for the S2 as your first max ability, because you are going to protect your AD carry. Like, what you should always try to do is walk in front of him or her, depending on what AD carry you play with, and with enhancing your health pool by just adding the shield with the ability, you can just trade a little bit better. 6 kills already on Arduin, that's crazy. That's crazily good. There's nothing that Arthur can actually do against me, like he doesn't have any pull ability or something like that, so I was fine on just standing right in his face, like in front of him, and just applying my stuff to him, because I know that he can't kill me with a single blow, so it wasn't a threat or it wasn't dangerous at all. So now as we're closing in, I've got my ult ready. I'm using all the stuff that I have, and I'm waiting for the ult for the very last moment to shine, because that just means that I can close the gap if there is some flicker mechanic or something going on. So you should always wait for your ultimate. And the cool thing about Arduin is you are reducing the cooldown on your ult if you hit consecutive with your auto attack. So if you've got the chance to engage the enemy after you hit with your ult, and you're not using your ult as some kind of escape mechanism, always try to land as many auto attacks as possible, because it's just going to reset the cooldown or kind of like decrease the cooldown, and you will have the ultimate available shortly after you just use it. And that might be surprising for enemies as well, because they don't really have that up. Well, again, if not for the speed buff that Arthur gets, he might have been in range, like Gruk or someone else, or Vera would have been in range for me to double dash with my, or double dip with my S1.
So I love the crowd control effects that Arduin is offering to the game in terms of encounters. And as you can see, we made a really good engage here. Got all the enemies, and I am even able to get one kill on Vera here. And as I said before, this is a ranked battle, so everything is quite serious. We're trying our very best to maximize the damage, and unfortunately, our that was bad. Unfortunately, Azenkar has died in the encounter, but otherwise that would have been not only a really... Oh, that was a damaged tower. Not only a damaged tower, but also a dead Talanas, which would have been even better than the stuff that we've been applying to the enemy team so far. So things are looking really good. We've just managed to get a 15-5 so far. Not even 8 minutes played during this game. So it's really quick, really fast, with a lot of kills on both sides. But of course, we have threatened them just a little bit more. And so we tripled the amount of kills that they were able to inflict to our team. And as Butterfly is fairly low in terms of levels, I don't see a problem on encountering here. And my team has a good vision. They've got a good control of the game so far. And we are able to get not only the buff, but also 2 kills here in this particular scene. And I can see that the enemies are facing problems here. We have 2 tanks, and we've got really strong ones, like in terms of the tankiness. Of course, Arthur has a little bit more damage than Tara has, but Tara has this wonderful ultimate where she's able to replenish her health pool in the blink of an eye. And as I see that there are no threats on my lane, I'm happy to take another tower for my team. And the quad kill is the icing on the cake. 23 kills right now, only 8 kills on the enemy side. And now we're able to shove in minion waves on 2 sides of the lanes. Shut down here, unfortunately. Tara goes in. And what I'm trying to... In this case, I didn't do it, but what you can do if you see that the tower is about to be damaged, you can always go in with your second ability, because it's going to increase your attack speed. So if you manage to time it correctly, you will just get the towers even faster. And as Arduin's normal attack damages don't deal that much damage to a tower, it's something that's highly welcome in order to take towers more effectively. So I'm engaged by a lot of enemies here. So I'm using my ult as some kind of escape mechanism, but as I saw that Hayate was going towards me or moving towards me, I used the chance to encounter the enemy team, and I get killed in this scene, but I was able to save my AD carry, who is worth... Oh no, he has been killed afterwards. Okay, so I wanted to save the life of Hayate, but unfortunately he was been killed in the thigh. But nonetheless, we made the effort, and that's actually something that you should always... You are not as worthy as the AD carry if you can save him or her. Because the AD carry as well as the mage are your main sources of damage, so if you can save them, you should always go for it. Because levels don't mean that much on tanks. Like, items are, of course, important, but good items on your carries are even more important, because it's just going to improve their damage by so much. Dragon has been killed, dragon has been summoned. There is a butterfly. I don't know what she was doing here, trying to get into the... Oh, that was... Okay, we even kill her. Okay, that's nice. So another 2 kills for my team. Azenkar kills Talanas, I got the butterfly, and as you can see, we have no problem on getting the core. Now all the towers have been damaged, and I think that was ace. So I'm a fan of Arduin, so I might be a little bit biased here, but I think he suits the support role really good. He's got a lot of crowd control on the one hand. He's super tanky with a lot of health on the other hand. And his second ability with the increased health pool that he gets from the shield now and then makes him even more threatening and even more long lasting on the battlefield. So I think this kind of playstyle and this kind of build is a really good addition to the mostly solo laner Arduin. And as you can see, 10-5, third best person in the game with 14 supports has been a quite good result. You've seen the build in the build section already, 26.9% damage tanked, so I'm fine with that, and I thank you for watching it. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope I'm going to see more Arduins on the battlefield after this one. Bye bye!